might as well make lunch today. It's been a while since I cooked. Wait a minute. I don't know how to cook.
Lunch wasn't particularly hard.
Oh
I decided to make...
A new background.
Gasp. Pizza.
The only... I like chicken. It's... Yeah, pizza.
I mean, you like chicken, but pizza.
Yeah.
Plus, you can put chicken on pizza.
Mm.
Pizza is always good no matter what time of day it is.
Yeah.
Just make your own. Call Suzu and ask her to teach you how to make pizza. She's Italian.
You ever had the explanation... have you ever told you about that review for Batman Origins?
No.
So the Batman Origins is the not as good one that was made by a different studio. And there was a reviewer who gave it like a 7 out of 10. And he's like, Batman's like pizza. Even if it's a bad pizza, it's still pizza. So you'll eat it. You'll eat it.
Yeah.
You know? Even this one, it's like, it's fine. Pizza is always good no matter what time of day it is. Do we have any? That was
Luckily, we had some pizza in the freezer to heat up. Pizza more. Baked pizza with love.
What?
Pizza. Had all the making...
That's not
types
pizza.
of pizza.
Pizzamore.
I don't know.
Pizzamore baked with love pizza.
That's how they French. Including pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and extra cheese. Just top it, bake, and serve. I'll have to get more later.
This is frozen pizza?
I am kind of glad the fact, though, that they didn't have pineapple as an option.
This predates that bullshit.
Oh, does it?
That was before that became a meme. This game's kind of old now, actually. I placed the food in the dining room. However, none of the boys were there by the time I brought the final dish out. I carried that dish to the main lobby, catching the boys separating in the different rooms of the house. You bastards! I slaved over a hot stove making pizza. And you fuckers are all walking in different directions? Get your asses in here! Part of me wanted to go to one in particular. The other part of me wanted to just leave them be and take the food in my hand to my room and have it all for myself. Maybe I could go out today while the boys focus on training.
Go in your room.
Yeah, of course.
If they're not going to come to me, I'm going to eat pizza by myself.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even tell them I was making food. So, like, it's all their fault. I decided against bothering them. They knew where the food was, so I went to my room instead and ate alone. On the...
You actually pointed that out, and I was yeah, we actually never told them we were going to make food.
Yeah. We're just sitting in our room, alone,
pizza.
On the bed, eating a whole pizza.
Could be worse.
She
could have ordered it.
How are you this lonely in a room with 5 dudes? 5 incredibly hot dudes.
Well, at least one of them is.
When you've got 2 totally gear friends you can call at any time, how are you this lonely?
It's fine, we'll just go out and find them.
I decided against bothering them. They knew the food was. It's not my problem. I turned on my computer and started the jet music. Oh my god. As I ate, well, I don't know why that cracks me up, but it just does. I mean, just use your phone.
Yeah.
As I eat, I began to think about going out. There were so many places to go, things to do.
Let's go to the Pink Lady Cafe.
Are you sure you don't want to go to Grandfather's grave?
I don't want to be depressed.
No. I'm thinking about it, right? That's like, wait here, something's going to happen. Probably with the incubi.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I feel like we'd run into Suzu. That's, we're going to probably meet a different character. And that is, we'll probably run into Kia and, what's her name? Naomi. So...
We're going for Naomi.
Yeah. I arrived at the cafe, ready to relax. I didn't want to be stuck at home on a Sunday anyway. Besides, the cafe always had something new to drink, no matter how often you came. I mean, I literally just ate, but, fuck it.
Might as well.
I entered the double doors and looked around. I never came in here for the food anyway. Not many people were in, and Kay didn't seem to be working today. Ah, shit. Well, that was a waste of time.
She can't always be working.
She sounds genuinely disappointed by that. It's like, oh, she's not working here every day? Oh.
I made my way to the pastry bar and took a look at what the cafe had to offer that day. It was always something new, no matter how...
New, no matter... What?
They repeated that line.
There was always something new. Now,
when you
came. No, oh god damn it! Should be no matter, and there should be a comma after new.
Yes, there should.
There was always something new, no matter when you came.
No, let's read this as it is.
Alright.
There was always something new, no matter when you came. Which always kept people coming, myself included.
Which is what kept people coming, myself included. As I browsed the delights, my mouth began to water. I had just eaten earlier, but the cafe's pastries always look so good.
Bad grammar makes me want to.
She's stabbing herself in the neck with her pen.
Mechanical pen.
Ooh, so extra spicy. I don't know why I said that. That's a weird way to
misread
phrase
browse.
that. What?
I misread browse.
As
browse.
As I browsed the delights, just kidnap one every few minutes.
Man, I got Bowser
These
on the brain.
pastries are all mine.
No, none for you, plumber Suzu.
Suzu would be the plumber. Well, Naomi's taller. Does that make her Luigi?
What should be Peach?
Yeah, you know what? Unless Key is. Anyway.
Think if I can be the Koopalings.
The Bowser Jr.'s kids. Oh god. This is
I didn't realize Bowser Jr. had kids.
No, I meant Bowser's. The whatever the fuck they're called. The ones
Koopalings.
Yes, the ones that are not actually his kids.
The Koopalings.
Who is Bowser Jr.'s father? Who is it? Who the fuck is it?
Bowser Jr.'s father is Bowser.
I meant mother. Never mind. Wait a minute. What if that's it? What if that's the secret all along? Oh my god, I never realized before. He's a reptile. Some reptiles reproduce asexually. Maybe there is no mother. That actually makes way more sense. Oh my god. I've cracked the code of Mario.
Okay.
He's like Yoshi. He just does it asexually.
What are the toads?
Don't talk about the toads. Don't talk about the fucking toads. I got an image to show you later of an old cartoon from the 80s, like 80s Mario cartoon, where you see an image of the toads, and they are horrifying. They are the most disgusting, awful thing ever, because they're as tall as Luigi. And their faces, they look like they hate their existence. They're like... No, obviously we can't do that visually. You know what? If you're watching this, like, have you ever seen The Scream, the painting? It's that. The toads have like a face like The Scream. Like it's just like their light is pure. You know, it's what happens to the dead bodies in the Japanese version of The Ring.
I need to watch The Ring.
Ringu. As I blah blah blah. Back into a hungry state, both the smell and look of each dessert was carefully crafted to appease. You didn't regret buying one and biting into it. I should hope not. This shit's fucking expensive. I finally made a selection and headed to the cash register to purchase my treat.
What can I get for you?
Oh god.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just in general about your face. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What did they do to your neck? Oh my god.
That is a bit too thick.
You poor woman.
With two C's.
She looks like her neck is broken.
She does actually. I don't like it.
Oh god. Oh, talking about her life just being suffering. Like, oh god. That's what the toads look like. Hi, I'll take a couple chocolate and raspberry macaroons and a pink lady latte, please.
Coming right up.
Lily was Kay's assistant who mainly stuck to the cafe's finances and computer work. However, when Kay wasn't in, Lily took over and became the face behind the cash register who gave you what you needed. Lily, where's Kay?
Kay had to fly out to New York suddenly.
What?
She said it has something to do with delivering something special to someone. I'm not too clear on the details.
Okay, that's definitely not the answer I was expecting.
Neither was I.
Apparently, she's just an international star.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like fun. Wish I could go to New York.
Don't we all? Here you are. Enjoy.
You know what, I'll be fair. In America, they have a very different attitude about flying.
Yeah.
Just the fact that the country's so much larger than the UK, like, even though it's thousands of miles to us, to them, it's like, we're just moving one state across. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's only costing us $400 a plane ticket. That's not a big deal at all.
And is that a single or a return though? And then to us, it's like, okay, it's gonna take us this many hours to drive. We need to think about brakes and stuff.
Oh god. I took my order to a far corner table and got comfy. The Pink Lady latte was a special cafe special that everyone adored. It was a normal latte with a very subtle raspberry flavour. The foam was pink too, with artificial preservatives. Before I could indulge, however, a voice stopped me.
Oh, hey!
Naomi! Who could have imagined we'd see you here?
It's not like you wear pink.
It's not like this is clearly your favourite place and you have a crush on the owner.
Keep in mind. Anyways.
I looked up to see Naomi enter the cafe with a smile towards me. I smiled back, not expecting to see her. You fucking liar.
Hey, Naomi.
Mind if I join you?
No, you can fuck off.
Wow, you beat me to it. Normally I'm the cynical one. Not at all. Yeah, not at all. You're not welcome. Naomi nodded before quickly getting herself a coffee cake slice. Coffee cake slice? What?
I would have said a slice of coffee cake.
Is that a thing?
Coffee cake.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I thought for sure that was like a typo, and then it was meant to be toffee cake.
Coffee cake exists.
I've been wanting to try their latte for a while. Is it any good?
How do you come here so often and have never tried the fucking main dish? Okay, well,
I like it.
why did you get it then? Just questioning her life choices. It's like, what's wrong with you, girl?
Coffee cake.
Oh, didn't know that was a thing. She just showed me a picture of it. Naomi gently blew on her latte to cool it before sipping it, smiling at the taste.
This does taste good. I'll have to get this from now on. The raspberry is a really nice compliment with the coffee.
It depends on how long they keep it on.
Do you want to read for a bit? Do you want to read for a bit?
Yeah, sure. I was just gonna look at cakes, but I giggled. Naomi loved food when it wasn't made in the school cafeteria. She wanted to own a restaurant one day, but always focused on studying the business side. Naomi had natural cooking skills that made grandmothers seem like novices at making you amazing food. Did it. You should get the macaroons.
You can do the thing.
You should get the macaroons next time with it. The raspberry macaroons definitely bring out the flavour in the latte.
I'm a small coffee cake and I believe in you.
I should.
I should.
Naomi... I don't know where my words were going then. Naomi grew with a look of thought on her face as she stared into her latte, probably thinking about food again. Me too, Naomi. Me too.
Huh. FK in the coffee. I think we found something, Zach. That is a reference that means nothing to you. I'm sorry, I just forgot. I forgot that you've never played Deadly Premonition.
I know what you're making. I've seen that before.
You've seen that bit, yeah. Oh, I fucking love that. You know you can do that all the time. Anytime you have food at the cafe.
You know what you need to do? Stream that game.
I know. We tried it at one point with the PC version, but it was all fucked up. It's done.
PS3 version.
Yeah, if we ever real P it, it'll be the PS3 version because the PC version is completely fucked.
In a bad way.
I mean, it's not really good. I mean, let's not move. Let's move
Well,
on.
it could be like a speedrunning broke, where it's so good to speedrun a game because it's just that broken.
I guess. I forget what it's called. Did you ever see that speedrun game that was like Aladdin? With like the genie and that?
Oh, you're talking about one with the five girls?
The one that plays like Tomb Raider. And you like jump out of bounds very easily.
The one where you got the five girls and one of the girls' names is Melissa.
Something like that, yeah. And you have to find all the girls. And
You
they're
sent
all...
me it.
Yeah. Oh god, I forget what it's called. That one was great.
My father has placed a curse on me, so if anyone kisses me, a genie will come and whisk me away.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure the main character did a voice like that at some point. It was during these moments that I got to see a simpler, almost beautiful side of Naomi, but I would never tell her that. I would never tell her that she's beautiful. She's only almost beautiful.
Gotta keep them guessing.
Gotta keep them down. I am top dog around here. I am the alpha bitch.
Yes, you are.
Damn it. She was very smart, smarter than me. However, she always held seriousness very close to her passion. What? She always held seriousness very close to her passion, dedicating her heart to her dream. I have no idea what the fuck that sentence means. She really is smarter than us.
She holds her passion very seriously. It was enviable.
That I understand.
I swift my ladder in a room before speaking and breaking her thoughts. Thanks, by the way, for coming to my impromptu party. I know it was last minute and all. Naomi...
Sorry.
Naomi broke away. This is reminding me of Nia when we tried to, like, break up the reading and just fucking every time you overtook me. It's like, bitch, please, I want to read.
Bitch, please! I'm enjoying this.
Naomi broke away from looking at her drink and looked to me in surprise, then with a smile.
It was my pleasure, really. I mean, our pleasure. Suzu came too, and all.
She pining.
Your bad acting is so endearing.
Naomi blushed a bit before clearing her throat and taking a sip of her latte.
Was that a Freudian slip?
No. She then looked at me again with a slight frown.
But hey, how are you holding up from that? I'm sure meeting all those business people was tiring.
Oh yeah, it was so exhausting.
It wasn't anything I couldn't handle. It was just the suddenness that tired me out.
Well, I'm sure you did great. It was a great party. The food was amazing.
Yes.
It was amazing.
I totally had a hand in preparing that. Yes. Shifty eyes.
I slowly began to remember the party. Remember how it felt to be alone throughout it. I wanted to be with my friends, but I had to put up my business air to impress the guests and my father. Did I try too hard? I was supposed to be a simple party, but it felt like a job interview.
I was supposed to be a simple party?
It was supposed to be a simple party.
But it felt like a job interview. You've never been to one of those...
Don't make me get the Pringles! I'll eat these Pringles on camera. You're not on camera, but still.
Yeah, just get right next to the mic and just like crunch.
Just to fuck with your recording.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
I would.
I would do that.
We're very professional.
We're very professional. Before I got too deep into my thoughts, I felt a hand gently cover mine. I refocused my thoughts to reality, seeing Naomi gently holding my hand. Oh, is the scene progressing that much?
Hey, yes. I know that look. You're about to overthink it. Don't. You did great. I'm sure of it.
Overthink what? Oh, right, the party. We were just talking about that. It's almost like we took an inconspicuous break. I stared at Naomi, unsurprised that she'd caught on to my thoughts, and happy to know that she cared.
Thanks, Naomi. Naomi smiled and blushed, giving a small nod. She was absolutely adorable when she smiled like that. I didn't know how, but her smile was able to make the room lighter. I love her eyes.
Don't look at her eyes. Don't look at her eyes.
They're sucking me in.
Oh, God, don't look at her eyes!
I mean, that's not as bad as I was expecting.
Why?
It's still not perfect, but...
I don't like that effect. Like, being able to see the outline of the iris underneath the hair, but not the...
Not the eye itself.
You can't see the eye, but you can see the curvature of her eye. Why? That doesn't look right. It doesn't look... Anime doesn't do that.
It does, actually.
Not in any that I've seen. Why can't we see her eyebrows?
Oh shit, I almost clicked on a video then.
We can't ever see Wiz's eye. Like, fuck.
Wiz?
The necromancer from Konosuba. Never seen that? Big tittied necromancer.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm on season 2.
Alright. Naomi...
Fuck, that still fucking scares me.
What?
When I was reading the light novels and I found that realization about Aqua.
That...
She wears something.
Oh, that she wears underwear. Okay. Don't know where you were going with that. I thought you were talking about the in-universe revelation that Kazuma has of... That's why her intelligence stat never gets any higher. Do you remember that?
No, remind me.
None of her stats ever go up despite her leveling up. And Kako says, well, obviously, I'm a goddess. They're already at max. And he's like,
oh yeah.
That's why her intelligence never goes up. Oh no.
Someone did a hero fan art. It's just something that some artists do.
No, they're doing the thing that you're describing. which is what we're seeing on screen now. In
But
the
they're
actual,
doing it
in the
better.
anime, they don't do that. Yeah.
Oh no, it's like I was showing you.
Yeah.
Like
This is really
that's the anime.
nice. A
Yeah.
relaxing Sunday afternoon at a cafe.
Yeah. It's so... Oh.
It's almost like a date.
What? Okay, what's this down under on her blushing madly like, Baka?
Wait, take it back.
What?
Take it back and save.
Oh, right, okay. Whoa. Thank goodness Skeet
We'll-
lets you do
we'll
that.
just go on that one.
It's almost like a date. All of a sudden, Naomi's face turned pink as she looked at me. Confused, I tilted my head and gave her a quizzical look. Naomi, alright? You're turning red. Naomi must have snapped out of her trance. She found herself and tried to calm down from whatever was on her mind. Like, oh la la.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Really. Just a little warm, that's all.
I should point out, I totally put that in. Remember you told me to put the kiss kiss and the intro.
Oh, you did?
In what was it you asked me to put it in? Was it this?
Yeah.
I did. I totally did that.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
It was a bitch to work in because like it didn't really segue properly, so I had to do a couple of editing tricks. Naomi brought her latte up to her mouth and began to drink.
But she already did.
Practically chug. Yeah, she's just been holding onto that cup very awkwardly for like 2 minutes. As we just talked about bullshit. It was actually kind of cute how flustered she got from a simple statement. I giggled quietly to myself before sipping on my latte. Naomi and I eventually lost track of time and ended up wound up chatting until the late afternoon. When the cafe wasn't hopping, Lily would join us and we'd talk about silly things like TV shows and movies like Herlock.
Oh, wow. It's getting late. I gotta get home or my mom will flip.
It's 3 p.m.
Would
Maybe
you
she has
like
a
a
very
ride
strict
home?
bedtime.
Consider this, right? We got up at 7. We walked around and found our grandfather's office. That took at max an hour and a half. And then we came to the town. We would have gotten there by about 11:30,
No, it was noon by the time we had food.
right? And we've been here for a couple hours at most. So it would be like 2 or 3 p.m.
4 max.
4 max. Oh, God. I have to get home. My mom will flip. Yeah, okay, Naomi.
Would you like a ride home? That would be great, thanks.
We quickly headed out to Naomi driving me home. It was nice to be alone with her rather than the explosive Suzu around. I preferred Naomi's calm logic anyway.
I assume if you went with Suzu, then it would be the opposite.
Probably. The remainder... Well, you only really get this kind of event if you're agreeing with that character a lot.
Yeah.
The remainder of the night passed by, surprisingly uneventful. Oh man, I feel like I got cheated. Where's the rest of my day?
Maybe we just sat in bed and tried to sleep.
Yeah, I guess we did. Just faded to black. The boys continued to train with each other, but were kind enough to stop and make me dinner. I was glad for that. Yes, very good manservants. You may go to your rooms and think of me.
You must make sure that you do it while doing everything.
Unsurprising. And remember, if you're not thinking of me,
I'll
will
know.
I'll know.
I'll get Damien to check.
Unsurprisingly, the food was perfect, but it felt a little empty without the boys to eat with me. They most likely had already eaten, but still, I felt lonely. You know, I'd only went on a fucking date to a cafe. I couldn't let it bother me. I ate and went back to my room to study and sleep. Why can't I have a dick? Just a dick to keep me company. I don't even want the boy that's attached to it. I just want the
Just
dick.
get a dildo.
Yes, exactly. That's what dildos are for. When you want the dick, but you don't want what's attached to it.
When you want it, but you don't want the mess that comes with it.
Okay, that's a thing, actually. I remember years ago, my friend Natalie, I think you know her, actually. Natalie, I forget her second name, it begins with a D. She goes to like the cons and stuff. And I remember she commented on a post where it was some asshole going like, ladies, you're not allowed to have dildos. It's like, lesbians, you're not allowed to have dildos. You said you didn't like the dick, you can't have it. And I remember I made a smart ass comment. It's like maybe they liked that part, they just don't like what's attached to it. I mean, there's an entire industry built around strap-ons. I might have a point. God, I'm a terrible person.
Anyways, let's just ignore the fact that we just had that talk.
Oh man, we're having such rich, emotional conversations.
About dildos.
Exactly. It's like Dragon Maid with the fucking maid talk, you know? It's like all the passion about dildos, strap-ons. Oh, man.
Here's a fun Overwatch fact. You know the character Genji?
Where are you going with this? Look, are you going to say he has a mechanical penis? What?
You know how most of his body's mechanical?
Mm-hmm.
He still has a dick.
I bet he's counting his blessings then.
Like, everything is, but like that little area is just fine.
Okay, I'm getting on a tangent here. I'm going to just say this before we continue. I recently saw a review of the RoboCop reboot, which I've never seen before. Or I never saw the movie, right? I just saw this review. And it showed a particular part that was actually really cool and impressive. And they removed all the mechanical parts from him and showed what was just human still left. You know how much is left of his human body? His head, his lungs, and some of his other organs in a jar, and his left hand. And that's it. And it's horrifying, this image, because they're just holding these pieces up. So his head's there, his like organs are there, and his hand is there, like in the vague shape of a body, but there's no connecting parts. And it's horrifying. And now you've got me thinking of like a fucking, if the RoboCop reboot hadn't been PG-13, one of those pieces would have been his dick. Surprisingly, it felt good going to bed that night. I felt like I could have a peaceful sleep after the previous rough nights I'd had. It felt good. I drifted to sleep and woke up almost flawlessly that next morning. No grogginess, no aches, perfectly energized and bright. Oh god, what's she showing me now? My dick is fine, y'all. Still, oh, is that? Oh, it's Genji. Still got them balls too. God damn it. Is that canon? Mercy's like, I had to make sure that survived.
Anyways, let's move on now.
I drifted to sleep and woke up almost flawlessly the next morning. No grogginess, no aches, perfectly energized and bright-eyed. Man, how long has it been since I got that much good sleep? I looked at the alarm clock. I woke up 10 minutes before my alarm. Wow, it must be lucky today. Why is that lucky?
We're gonna be fucked.
I want to go back to bed.
Yeah. I gotta sleep in.
I am owed another 10 minutes. Karma owed me some luck. After all I had gone through in my merely a handful of days, I deserved to get some good luck. Ecstatic for the day ahead, I turned off my alarms before they could ring and got dressed. However, my phone started to quickly buzz from an incoming text.
Oh. I was expecting the opening song to start playing.
Huh? Moshi Moshi?
Yo, Anderson! You're carpooling with us from now on. We're not letting you waste your money on a bus. Get ready and be at your gate at 7 stat.
New number, who dis? I smiled. My friends were the best. I couldn't drive yet, and I didn't have a car, so it was awesome that my friends would drive me from wherever the fuck this mansion is to the school.
I'm just gonna say something. Naomi can drive.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't. Did our dad just not let us take a driving test?
I mean, I don't get the impression that our character is particularly, outgoing and skilled and competent in any fashion or form.
Fair point. It's a harem anime protagonist.
Yeah. She learned magic, I guess, and then
but does she remember it?
And then she got hypnotized into stopping. I don't know, it was weird. I checked the time, 6:30. Wait, why did you set your alarm for 6:40? That upsets my OCD. Think about that.
6:45 at least.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. I can eat some breakfast before they come. I packed my bag and carried it downstairs to the kitchen. I quickly made myself coffee and toast, not having time for anything big. I let a soft sigh in happiness as I slipped my coffee Slipped my coffee. Yes,
You're
slipped
gonna
it.
slip some coffee?
I just slipped it in there. Just put it in my jacket pocket. I'll have it later.
No, you slipped it into your stomach.
That's disgusting. That's oh god. You're giving me flashbacks to the RoboCop movie again. They could legitimately do that. There's no chest in the way. Just stick it right into his organs.
Anyways.
I felt great and I felt like nothing could stop me today. Come at me, Day. I'm ready for you. I looked at the time again. Oh shit, I've been wasting an hour in here. I quickly rushed to the doors, checking myself in the passing mirror. I wasn't wanting to impress anyone, but I still had to look decent, you know? And right on cue, Naomi drove up to the gates with Suzo waving me down. I rushed out of the door and we headed to school, talking about the homework and the coming day.
Oh, who talks about homework?
I mean, can you believe it, guys? Like, only 3 days ago, I was in this fucking hallway talking to that bitch, whatever the fuck her name is.
Beating her
And
up.
now I have a fucking mansion and a harem of boys. Like, can life get any better? I mean, sure, I lost my grandfather, but, you know, like...
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Fuck that guy.
Probably isn't even dead. He's probably just faking it.
I've never once considered that possibility. That's so stupid and I love it. The grandfather's faking his death.
Yeah, that body we buried, it wasn't our grandfather.
The dad just stuck a random homeless person in there.
Yeah. Oh no, it's actually, it's a devil. It's the body of a devil.
Like the body was totally charred. Like the dad just found that and is like, this must be my grandfather.
It's got his pacemaker in.
He opened the chest and checked.
No, he has a little... No. He has it on his watch saying where his father's pacemaker is so he can keep
God.
track of it.
We made it to the school without a hitch. Yeah, because the grandfather was able to avoid detection by removing the fucking pacemaker by performing open heart surgery on himself.
No, he had someone else do it for him.
Yeah, that's way easier. We made it to the school without a hitch. Our lockers were the same part of the hall as we quickly unloaded... Why would they have changed?
Yeah.
Our lockers were in the same part of the hall, so we quickly unloaded what we needed to and got our important books and necessities. First incident of the day. As I walked towards Suzu and Naomi, who were both waiting on me at the opposite end of the hall, something hooked my ankle and made me fall forward. Ugh!
Hey, are you okay?
No, I felt like something tripped me.
Who did that?
Something probably blonde and bitchy.
Or malicious.
Holy shit! I'm psychic.
When I